If your mic works, use it, and if it doesn't, speak very loudly.
I'd like to start by saying I did not come to Odessa with the intention of taking over this agency. I was approached by the mayor and the city administrator, who stated they had great concerns about the functionality of the police department. I gave my concerns to them also. At a later date, I was asked to attend a meeting with the board, and at that meeting, it was apparent to me that the board had lost faith, trust, and confidence in the police department. I was asked if we would consider contract services for the city of Odessa. I felt compelled to help the city and its citizens correct this issue at hand. I have worked with, as a city officer for 15 years at Higginsville, and 10 of those 15 years, I was the chief of police. So I have a lot of insight on how a department is supposed to be run. The reason I'm here tonight is to address the flyer that was distributed several weekends ago, or during the public hours. The first issue on that was no police department or building. If we were contracted, we would operate out of the same building. The second one, longer response times. This wouldn't be the case, because if we were contracted, we would have 9 officers stationed here in Odessa for the sole purpose of supplying law enforcement here. No consistency in the police presence was the third one. Again, all the officers that would be assigned here would be exclusive to Odessa. No resource officer for your children's school. One of the 9 officers would be assigned to the school as an SRO and their instructor, and the officer who has expressed interest in that position has several years of service with us as a road deputy, and also has experience and tactical experience, and also trained in school violence training also. And that subject will be their instructor throughout the year. So if we do this, that's what our investment is. Officers with 0 investment in your town. I've already have all 4 officers that live here, 2 reserve officers, and I would also encourage officers to be residents and participants in community groups. Officers with little or no experience. The lieutenant I plan to locate here, if contracted, has 13 years of law enforcement experience. The other baseline officers have been with me for 10 years, or choose to. Some of these officers will be new hires, just like you're dealing with now. But the difference is that my chief deputy and I have 67 years of law enforcement experience, and I have 3 investigators that have combined to 60 years of law enforcement experience that we work in the investigations. And I said, I misstated, not that you have now, but that you would be hiring if you stayed in this location. So I misstated, I apologize. Travel to another town to do business. I'm not really sure what this means, but I assume it means that we'd have to take other calls. That is not the case. Explained earlier, we would respond to mutual aid calls. They're the only other calls we respond to that every other agency does. Number 8, the county cannot enforce city ordinances. It's simply not true. You look at state statute 57-101. The city may contract with purposes to enforce city ordinances with the sheriff, and your court will work the same as it does now. Number 9, this can assure you a rise in crime will not happen. We will work hard for the city and the citizens to keep Odessa safe. Number 10, loss of property values. I really don't know how to respond to this in the sense there's been 2 homicides in town recently, and I haven't heard of property values going down yet. Loss of new business. Again, I don't know how to respond other than say it's just speculation. Loss of new families, I would say that'd be dependent on affordable housing and availability of housing. 13, no place for your youth groups to visit. This could be further from the truth. We do so many demonstrations for the youth in our county. This would be one more great opportunity to make a positive contact with them. We would jump at the chance to do that. I've addressed every point that was presented in the flyer. I realize that to some people this issue is very concerning, and I can only offer that I'm here to do whatever the city council and the mayor request. My only interest is to deliver quality law enforcement to the citizens of Lafayette County. Thank you.